autographed Bowling for Soup t-shirt that doesn't quite fit anymore, but that's okay. Let's see if Tom DeLonge is as crazy and as yed as everyone says in this review of Sekret Machines Book 1, Chasing Shadows. Is it good? Is Tom crazy? Do aliens exist? Let's review. Now, I'm a huge Blink-182 fan. They're my 14th favorite band ever, and I've pretty much found every scrap of music that all the band members, past and present, have ever put out. So there's nothing left to do but just dive right into Tom DeLonge's alien books. And yes, I said DeLonge. If absolutely nothing else, I did learn that Spotify has a strict time limit on their audiobooks. And if you go over that limit, federal agents will swoop down upon your life. And no, they won't. They won't. You just can't. You just got to wait like 11 days or so, or whenever your subscription, anyway. Anyway, I'm going to try not to give away any major spoilers or plot points. And if I do, I'll let you know ahead of time. But seeing as I've already written the video, I'm not going to be giving away any big spoilers. Chasing Shadows is the first book in a series that has 2 official parts. And then there's some other, it kind of gets confusing. There's some other little tie-in novels that aren't part of the major main series. So you just got this book 1 and book 2. But book 1 is where you start with Chasing Shadows. So this is the first book in a massive story that Tom DeLonge and A.J. Hartley, who goes by another name where he writes other books, these two guys, they want to tell this massive story, and there's a lot of setup for characters and future events, which is fine. That's what books do. But at times in the beginning, you can kind of feel and see the effort it takes to kind of pull this ensemble cast of characters together. Sometimes it's more natural than others. Sometimes it's very forced. Like you just feel the book is like trying to get everybody in one place in somewhat unnatural means. There are 4 characters: Tamika, Jersey, Jennifer, and Alan. So you got 2 boys, 2 girls, and they all see things that they are not supposed to see, hear things they're not supposed to hear, and they all have to go on the run and evade the men in black, the military, and just maybe some evil scientists from World War II. One of the male protagonists exists in the past, while the other 3 are in modern times, fighting for their lives with their brain, their brawn, and sometimes whatever tools are sitting around in their office or meeting rooms, whatever they can get their hands on. There's some gunplay. There aren't any swords that I can think of, but we do get some technology used, which I won't talk about. Shush, the men in black will swoop down upon me. Once everybody kind of gets together, or even on their own missions, kind of discover the purpose in this quest for truth, the action ramps up and the book gets a lot more enjoyable once you get to know everybody and what they're doing and their roles in this situation. It's not at all what you would expect from Tom DeLonge if you only know him from Blink. But there are a few dirty jokes in the book and lines that feel like they were lines that were kind of, a literary wink to a Blink song, which is just a fun way to say that in a YouTube video. There are unidentified flying objects often in the book. And at first, and this isn't spoiler territory. I don't feel like this is like one of the big revolutions. At first, it's implied that that the United States is locked in a never-ending Cold War with Russia, even in present day, and that both countries are in a literal arms race to build the fastest, most powerful aerial assault ships that they can possible. Both sides are using German technology with unknown origins. but that's later found out to probably be a completely made up gibberish cover up. That's what one of the sides in this in the shadows. It's what they want you to believe. But again, don't worry. None of that is like major revelations. The big stuff about UFOs, which does come in later in the book, and they are pretty epic statements about the unidentified flying objects, about the nature of UFOs toward the end of this book that really go a long way to making you want to read part two, or even some of the other tie-in stuff if you're really excited about it. But is this book, is Chasing Shadows, is this fiction or non-fiction? Tom DeLonge, and I don't think Tom is as crazy as we like to make fun of him. I think he's still kind of the dork that's always been in Blink-182, right? That we can relate to. I relate more to Mark, but that's okay. That's okay. I relate to all of them. But is this fiction or non-fiction? Tom DeLonge, it's a little bit self-grandizing when talking about this book, and there's a little bit of that in the story as well. There's a lot of this is made out to be like end-all knowledge coming from Tom. But Tom DeLonge has publicly stated that this is a fictional telling of events that really happened. That it's presented through a fictional, it's put into fictional lives, not to protect the innocent, but to make it more impactful or palatable, to hit you in the feels rather than just have piles of documents from the CIA or whatever about fires in the sky or floating orbs or Bigfoot. There's no Bigfoot in this book. Or is Tom DeLonge Bigfoot? Overall, Chasing Shadows is a good original book that I'm definitely going to check out the official sequel to. A Fire Within is the one that follows this. Tom's got a long bibliography now. He doesn't have anything else that's long, but he's got a long bibliography. So I might check out some of his other series. But this book, it's good. It's good enough to check out more, but it's not so masterful that I need to read those other connected novels like Gods and Man. I probably will, but it might take me a while to get around to that, seeing as I'm on a journey to hear every song ever recorded. But Blink-182 fans, if you are a Blink-182 fan, that does not automatically mean you will like this. If you are an Angels and Airwaves fan, though, that's a different story. I don't listen to Angels and Airwaves much, but this book, it instantly kind of made some things light up in my mind from Angels and Airwaves songs that made me understand them a little better and even enjoy them a little bit more. It made me a little bit bigger of a fan of Angels and Airwaves reading the book and knowing that some of the songs tie into this. So that was a huge plus 44, if you get my drift. Wink, wink. I mean, blink, blink. Chasing Shadows. Chasing Shadows is an action/mystery novel all about UFOs and seeking the truth and the evil men that want to cover up that truth. And it's a pretty good 3.3 out of 5 novel.
We used to read me stories as if our dreams were boring. We all know that Mark is effing dope.